Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you the bank statement upload feature. The purpose of this video is to show you the functional process flow of this feature. Let's move to the application and review this functionality. Under the Cash Management module work area, you have a screen called Bank Statements. By using this form, you can import bank statements or enter statement transactions. Following the bank statement import, you can manually match or perform auto-matching of the transaction listed on your bank statement to transactions available in the system for the same date range, resulting in cleared transaction. This procedure can be considered a preliminary step before the actual reconciliation. First, let's review the bank statement upload process. Depending on your bank statement could be in different file formats. You will import bank statements differently based on the file format. If you have multiple statements in a OFX file format, which OFX stands for Open Financial Exchange, you can import these statements by using this form. As a result, statements in the system will be created on a per account basis. Before I upload my file, I will enter the cash account for which I want to upload my bank statement, my statement date, my start balance date, and my end balance date, which is the date range for which you want to perform transaction matching. I save. Then, by clicking the Upload File button, the system gives me the File Upload window, which allows me to go select my desired OFX file. I click the Upload button. As you can see on the top grid, my OFX transactions were uploaded. For the purpose of this training, my OFX file only had 4 line items to be uploaded. That was intentional, as I want to keep the upload process as clear as possible for you to understand. In a real-life scenario, your bank statement will most likely have hundreds of lines to be uploaded. For each item uploaded in the Statement Details grid, the system shows the possible match line item from the system in the Matching Transactions grid below. Now, let's delete this bank statement and review another upload methodology. I will re-enter the cash account for which I want to upload my bank statement, my statement date, my start balance date, and my end balance date. Now, if I have an Excel file with a single statement, you can import the bank transaction for this particular statement directly to the transaction table on this form. If you receive an Excel file with multiple statements within the same Excel file, you cannot use this form to upload your file. You can import these statements via a scenario based on the built-in data provider for Excel files. To create a scenario, you'll be using the integration services. In our example, I have an Excel file with a single statement. And since it's a file with a single statement, I will import my file using this form. When uploading an Excel file using this form, I'll be using the Upload Record from an External File button located on the Statement Details toolbar section. I will select my file and click the Upload button. Then I click OK to confirm the common settings and choose the corresponding columns in order to map my Excel file to my system columns. I click OK. The system validates and imports my file. Keep in mind that this process could take a few moments depending on your file size. Regardless on how you import your file, the result is always the same. For each line item uploaded in the Statement Details grid, the system shows the possible matched line item from the system in the Matching Transaction grid below. If the suggested system transaction is the appropriate match to my statement transaction, I can manually select the Match Selected button from my Matching Transaction toolbar and move on by selecting the next record. I could also automatically initiate the process of matching transaction from the bank statement to cash management transaction using the Auto Match feature. The system would match a transaction based on your matching settings located in the Transaction Match Setting window. This form is used to specify preferences for relevance calculation and for cash account transaction to be displayed as matching to the selected bank transaction. If you have not specified any setting on this dialog, the system applies the default setting specified on the Bank Statement Setting tab of the Cash Management Preferences form. The Cash Management Preferences form is located under the Configuration section of your Cash Management module as shown here. Okay, let's go back to my bank statement form and execute the auto match. If after processing my auto match, I still have some bank statement transactions that have not been matched with my statement, I can select to create the documents in my system on the fly. In order to do so, I would check my Create Doc checkbox and select my business account, the business account location, and the payment method. I could even specify the document number if I knew which invoice this receipt should be applied to. Then I click my Create Document button, which makes the newly created document automatically appears in the matching transaction grid below. I can review the created document by clicking the View Document button. The document is by default not released. I can choose to release it immediately and close my window. My newly created transaction is now matched to my statement transaction. After matching all your statement transactions to your system cash account transaction, you can release your bank statement. All the matched transactions will appear with the status cleared when you will be doing your bank reconciliation. Remember that this matching process does not automatically do the bank reconciliation. You still need to perform your bank reconciliation, but nonetheless, it will definitely accelerate your bank reconciliation task. Well, that completes the bank statement upload feature. If you have other questions about the bank statement upload feature, you can always check out the application in Product Help via the partner portal under the online documentation. Thanks for watching.